UFC Fight Night Whittaker versus Gastelum goes down on Saturday. This is a fight that was supposed to happen in Australia in 2019, but Whittaker got injured. It was supposed to be a title fight actually, and then of course Israel Adesanya fought Anderson Silva in the main event there, and then Kelvin of course fought Israel then down the line in that phenomenal fight. But very, very interesting. So we had Marvin Vettori winning on the weekend. Now we have this fight which would potentially set up a title challenger. I mean, is this a number one contender fight for you, Sean? Or one side is a number one contender fight?
One side is for me, I think.
Yeah.
I think Whittaker really... look, they're a bit of a logjam there at the minute at 185. I think that number one contender spot is very much open to someone coming in off the back of a pretty explosive performance. If Whittaker can get it done in style here, I think he can definitely jump to the top of that queue for a rematch with Izzy. I mean, he's beaten, we spoke about it earlier, his last two, he's beaten Jared Cannonier and Darren Till, two class wins at 185 really.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you go Till, Cannonier, Gastelum having lost to Adesanya, that's more than enough for a rematch, I think, at 185.
Yeah, I agree. Interestingly as well, as you said, they all have history with Israel. So even Vettori went to that split decision with him back in the day. Then you had Kelvin Gastelum had that unbelievable fight with him. And then, of course, Robert Whittaker got beat pretty comprehensively when he fought him. So I think when you look at it, you say that the most interesting one would be the rematch with Gastelum just because of how that went. But in terms of being deserving from what they've done since, I think Bobby Nooks for sure. But as we said, it's an interesting fight because Robert Whittaker has fought a few southpaws recently. Till was a southpaw. I believe Cannonier was a southpaw as well. The one thing I do like about Gastelum, is he's very, very quick for the weight class. I think he's a little bit undersized, and against the bigger guys, he can get bullied around on the floor. We saw that against Chris Weidman, but he's very, very quick, and that could be a problem for Whittaker. We saw how Adesanya's quickness and his timing hurt him really badly in that fight, but phenomenal fight. But how do you see this one going, Sean?
I think Robert Whittaker, for me, I don't think Gastelum has looked the same since that Adesanya fight.
It will take some years off you.
I think Adesanya took a piece of his soul that night. I mean, that fifth round was an absolute... That was a 10-8 round. He got hooked about. I think Adesanya left a bit of Gastelum in there that night. Whittaker has looked brilliant since losing to Adesanya. Conversely, looked really good against Darren Till. That was a close fight now, to be fair, but looked really good. Really good against Cannonier. Obviously, both of them went to unanimous decision, which I'm not sure a unanimous decision here gets him a title shot. To be honest, if this goes to unanimous decision either way, I'm not sure who's the number one contender at 185.
I kind of agree with you that I think an explosive performance is what's needed for someone to fight for that belt.
And I'm not sure we get it, to be honest.
I'm not sure we get it. I mean, Gastelum is very, very tough. I don't really sense a finish here, at least on Whittaker's side.
Both are very tough, and I mean Whittaker is made of absolute granite. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to the fight. I think it's very interesting. But I'm not sure who emerges as the number one contender at 185 after this fight. Whittaker is my pick here. I think he gets it done. I think I just think he's looked a lot better since losing to Adesanya than Gastelum has in his last 4 fights. Yeah.
I'm going to pick Whittaker too, and I'm going to say he will get the title shot based on a very good performance, but a decision. The MMA Movement podcast is now available on all audio platforms, so go check us out on Podbean, Apple Podcasts, or whatever your favourite podcasting app is. Make sure you leave us a review if you're on Apple Podcasts, or if your service allows a review. It really helps us out. We'll be posting clips from the podcast on this channel, so make sure you're subscribed. So if you're only interested in that, that's fine too. Let us know what your thoughts are on this video in the comments below, and we'll see you next time.